Welcome, weary traveler. Tonight we leave behind the noise of modern life and step into the cobbled shadows of the ancient world, not into the marbled halls of senators or the lush gardens of emperors. No, tonight you awaken as a common peasant in the eternal city, Rome. You'll walk narrow streets slick with oil, dine on lentils you didn't pay for, and dodge flying chamber pots with what's left of your dignity. So breathe deeply, let the day slow, and let us begin. You wake to the low groan of wood shifting above you, the creaky bones of a 5-story insula, a Roman apartment block made mostly of plaster, timber, and wishful thinking. You're on the second floor, which is good. The top floor collapses sometimes. Your bed is straw, stiff and slightly damp. You slept curled between your aunt, a stray goat, and Gaius, a boy no one in the family remembers inviting. A rat scurries across your foot. You don't scream, it's just another neighbor. You sit up slowly. Light filters through a fabric-covered hole in the wall. It smells like yeast, smoke, and something else, something suspiciously fishy. It's probably the neighbors, or the goat, maybe both. You descend to the shared latrine, not a private stall, but a long, cold stone bench with several keyhole-shaped openings carved along its surface. Beneath it, a shallow water channel gurgles faintly, meant to carry away the less poetic aspects of daily life. There are no walls, no curtains, just a row of strangers, knees brushing, pretending they're somewhere else. It's full, not busy full, overflowing full. You decide nature is fine and relieve yourself in the alley behind the bakery, like a proper citizen. Rome teaches flexibility. You break your fast with half a loaf of yesterday's barley bread, so tough it could be used to roof a temple. You dip it in watered-down vinegar to soften it. This passes for luxury. A street vendor walks past, shouting fresh water from a reused amphora. It's probably just runoff from the aqueduct. You buy some anyway. The street outside is alive, a wave of sound. You hear market cries, donkey brays, sandals slapping stone, and someone arguing loudly about olive taxes. A woman yells from a window and flings her dishwater. You dodge, barely. You're not sure if it was water. A dog chases a chicken. The chicken chases a child. The child chases a cart. You sidestep it all. As you cross the forum, a noble sneezes in your direction. You nod politely and whisper a silent prayer to Fortuna, the Roman goddess of luck, both good and catastrophically bad. She's not known for fairness. You hope today she's in a generous mood and that he isn't carrying the plague of the weak. Today's work? You've been assigned to the Cloaca Maxima, Rome's main sewer, a grand structure from a distance. You, however, are not at a distance. You are waist-deep in what archaeologists would later call organic sediment. You stir blockages with a long wooden pole. Occasionally, something soft drifts past your leg. You do not investigate. A fellow laborer slips in. He laughs, then cries, then sits there. He has given up. You earn 2 asses for the day. Not donkeys. Coins. Enough for a splash of wine, a handful of lentils, and a small existential crisis. You dry your hands on your tunic. You pretend the stain was already there. Your reward for surviving the day, waist-deep in Rome's finest sewer, is a visit to the balneae, the public bathhouse. You strip in a crowded room and shuffle into the tepidarium, the warm bath. Steam clings to your skin like silk. The air smells of olive oil, sweat, and ambition. 2 men argue about chariot racing. Another insists Nero is misunderstood. You soak quietly, listening to a one-eyed man recite Virgil while applying scented ash to his armpits. A child cannonballs into the water. He is promptly removed by a man in sandals too expensive to argue with. You enter the caldarium, the hot room. It feels like breathing inside a kiln. Your pores open. Your worries melt. Your dignity loosens. You sit quietly on the slick stone bench, blinking through steam, when a stranger slides in beside you and begins to oil your back. You didn't ask him to. He says you looked dry. You nod. It's rude to decline in Rome. Dusk falls like wine spilled on a marble floor. You return home beneath an amber sky, brushing past shadows and prayer smoke. Dinner is a bowl of lentils and something described as goat adjacent. You eat quickly before the goat gets ideas. Your aunt sings off-key in the corner. Gaius chews loudly. The rat returns and steals a fig. You light an oil lamp. It sputters, flickers, and casts long shadows on the cracked plaster walls. Outside, the city dims. Somewhere, a lyre player sings a tune to no one. A dog barks at the moon. The moon does not respond. You lie down. The straw pokes your ribs. A drip begins in the ceiling. You name it Drippius Maximus. Laughter echoes in the alley. Someone drops a pot. A baby wails 2 floors down. You don't bother asking for silence. This is Rome. Silence is a myth. And so, your Roman day ends. You survived. You were not trampled by a cart. You did not fall into the sewer. You avoided the wrath of a tax collector. This is victory. The city hums a lullaby of flickering flames and distant sandals. You close your eyes. Somewhere, someone drops another amphora. You do not flinch. You are far away now, floating above rooftops, above crumbling columns, above time itself. You dream of better bread, softer straw, quieter rats. Sleep well, little Roman. You've earned it.